Hi, I'm Freya and I'm the founder and design director of Freya Rose London. I specialise in jewelled occasion shoes that incorporate my knowledge of shoes and jewellery, accessories and demi-fine jewellery. The shoes I design, I aim to make people feel special and elevate the way they look and feel on their special days. It was during art college that I discovered a real love for sculpture and textiles, and when I was looking through the prospectus for the London College of Fashion, I saw that they offered a course in shoe design and accessory design, and that was a light bulb moment to me. Shoes were like mini sculptural pieces of art that can be worn, and for me, I think shoes are just magical, the way they can completely transform the way you look and feel, and I just love everything about it, from the designing, the making, the wearing. Yeah, they're truly enchanting. My mother is a renowned fine jewellery designer and my stepfather is a master goldsmith. Growing up, we lived above a workshop where everything was made, and I remember as a child coming home from school and sitting in the workshop for hours just watching the craftsmen make the jewellery, and my mum designing these incredible pieces of jewellery and really pushing the boundaries with design. And her love and knowledge and passion for jewellery, stones and craftsmanship really became part of my DNA. Even today we work closely together. She lives around the corner, her workshop and shop is a few minutes walk from my own workshop. So when I'm coming up with new ideas and concepts, it's brilliant that we can get together and talk about my ideas, and I can talk to her about the design philosophy and talk to my stepfather about new techniques and really looking how we can push the boundaries within my own design. I wanted to create a label that incorporated both my love for shoes and jewellery. So I decided to try and find a way of incorporating jewellery onto the shoes, and after I graduated I travelled to try and find craftsmen that could translate my ideas. I work with a family-run business in Spain and artisan jewellers in the beautiful island of Bali for over 10 years now. Bali has a rich heritage for jewellery making. I consider each and every artisan that turns my vision into reality a friend. Obviously, growing up immersed in jewellery, to design a collection of jewellery was an obvious and complementary addition for the brand. The jewellery is handmade and crafted by the same artisans that make the heels, and we use similar materials such as mother of pearl, sterling silver, 18-karat gold, vermeil. And they're a beautiful, elegant, feminine collection that can be versatile, so can take you from day to evening. I love travelling and immersing myself in nature, and I'm constantly observing and absorbing wherever I go. I'm particularly drawn to the Orient and especially ancient Japanese art. For me, it's all about the detail. Roses in particular have had a huge influence on me. In their different forms. As a child, my father used to take me to a local rose garden, which I still go to today, to take time out and just to reflect, and the beauty of the rose in its different forms, its origami folds, the movement and the colours and the feel and the scent, everything about the rose just is enchanting to me and has had a huge influence upon my designs. My late father used to say to me, always have time to stop and smell the roses, which I think is probably one of the best pieces of advice I've ever had. I love that my customers are so different and feel incredibly lucky to have had my pieces worn by some of the most stylish women, such as Kate Moss to the Duchess of Cambridge. But I genuinely love seeing all women wear my designs and seeing how it elevates their confidence and makes them feel special. We only make a limited amount of the capsule collection, usually a maximum of 20 pairs per style. We cannot make volume of these shoes because of the intricacy and because of the labour that goes into making these heels. There really is only a handful of people that can make these heels. So they are true investment pieces. They're like wearable works of art. When I'm designing, I'm quite traditional. I like designing on paper with pencils and pens, and I just love the feel of moving the paper around and the feel of the lead on the paper and the shading. It takes me back to my childhood and my love of art and craft and drawing. I focus on creating sculpturally elegant and opulent designs, and I've always loved discovering new and innovative techniques and materials to incorporate into my shoes. I ultimately want each pair of shoes I design to tell a story and have integrity.